Flying your aircraft into a little farm strip is great fun, but when you've landed and parked up, there's usually nothing there in the way of facilities. Okay, some might have a bench you can sit on, some might even have a toilet, and some posh ones, they might have a caravan or a small clubhouse. I've flown into many farm strips in my time, but I've never flown to a farm strip that has one of these before. A few weeks ago I was driving back home from a business meeting when I pulled into a service area to get some fuel. I recognised the name of the services and I knew there was a strip which had the same name, so I checked on my flight app to see the location and was amazed to find that the strip was literally the other side of the road. I walked over to the farm strip and I checked it out. This was going to be ideal, and with the services having a famous burger restaurant on site, what better opportunity would I have to make a video about flying my little aeroplane to a McDonald's for lunch.
I cannot miss this opportunity. It's so cool. I'm really looking forward to it. So there's a main road. It's called the A14 is the road designator, and the services for Rothwell, which is the place where we're going today, near Northampton, the services are right on the A14, and the airstrip, the farm strip, happens to be right next to the services, so I can do legitimately, I can fly for a McDonald's. Tucker got, I know you've done it, I know you've got millions and billions of views off of it. This isn't for that, it's just to say I can do it as well, and I'm doing it in an aeroplane. May not be able to go through the drive-through, but I'm definitely going to get something. I'm going to eat in there, and I'm going to bring you along with me. So hope you enjoy this one. I'll see you when I get to the airfield.
Rothwell is a small farm strip situated 60 nautical miles from the centre of London and just 2 nautical miles to the west of Kettering. Sitting at 400 feet above mean sea level, it boasts a main rough runway orientated 0220 at 500 metres or 1,640 feet long, with a fairly undulating grass surface. There's also a tiny cross runway unsuitable for us at 100 metres or 328 feet long, which I've been told I can use to park the plane on. The airfield has no facilities, however, as I've said, the services and the Mackie D's are just the other side of the road, under a tunnel, less than a 5-minute walk away. Right, let's go.
Golf Papa Yankees Alpha 2 ready for departure.
Papa Yankee, Roger, nothing to affect departure, just caution, possible downwash from the arrival, the 169, surface winds, light and variable.
I'll copy that. I'm just going to backtrack a little bit then if there's nothing coming.
Yeah, no problem. It's all yours. It's a Piper Archer inbound from the west. Got about 4 miles to run.
Perfect, thank you. So I'm going to backtrack the active. I'll start from the beginning. Okay, yeah, that, especially with the still wind at the moment, we need to be wary of that downwash from the helicopter that just overflew the runway. We're a very light aeroplane, so be aware of that. So everything's good, all in the greens, and what we'll do is we will go slightly to...
Whereabouts is Rothwell?
It's, Rothwell is up by Sywell that way, it's just slightly north of Sywell. They got McDonald's there.
Right. Fair enough. Are you going westbound then?
Yeah, I'll go around to the west.
So I've gone all the way back to the start of the runway in order to give the rotor wash from that helicopter that just flew over time to dissipate. I'm also going to move to the side of the runway once I get airborne.
Golf Papa Yankees just lining up on the runway and ready to go.
Roger, wind, lights and variable.
Yankee. Okay, trim sensible. All in the greens, green, hatched, harnessed, let's go. So all we want to do is get up and above where the helicopter flew over.
I'm anticipating that with the very light wind, the rotor wash will dissipate over the runway, so by moving off it, hopefully I can keep clear of any rough air.
I'm going to head over here. Out of the way of the...
I'm trying to visualise where the rotor wash would be, taking into account the wind and my delay in departing by backtracking to the very start of the runway.
30, Golf Charlie Tango.
So well clear of that.
Good afternoon, Golf November Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie.
Prop wash now, the heli wash.
Southbound.
I climb quickly and I turn en route to the west.
So our route today has taken us, it's not very far this place, westbound out of North Weald. We took off on runway 20, so it was a right turn out of North Weald, through the TMZ to Ware, the VRP at Ware, and then routing northbound until we're clear of the Stansted or the Essex radio area, the controlled airspace at 2,500 feet above us right here, just approaching the edge of that airspace now. Surprisingly, there's not that many people flying by the looks of it. Not wearing my usual cap today, I couldn't find it. I think I left it in the back of the car somewhere and it's fallen down. Anyway, I've got this one on today. There's Fender on it, I've had it for a few years. I think it's to do with guitars. Looks like it's got bird's poo on it. Not my favourite hat, but it's alright. Just whatever, you need to have you need to have some head protection in here. I mean, I'm lucky I don't have a bald head yet. But if I had, that would be really scorchy. But yeah, so yeah, definitely need a cap when you're flying. These things. Especially as, because I put the camera up here, I can't close the blind. Right, I think that's it there. We're going to reduce a little bit of speed. Field looks in good condition. Go around looks pretty straightforward. When I depart, I'll probably depart that way. Full traffic, Golf, Oscar Papa Yankee, Sport Cruiser, dead side, runway 02, Rockwell.
My approach starts with a 360-degree turn on the opposite side of the runway to the circuit, which is known as the dead side, as opposed to the circuit side, which is known as the live side. This allows me to get a good look at the windsock and the runway layout. I've decided I'm going to land on runway 02 as it's the easier of the approaches, even though I'll end up with a slight tailwind. As I roll out onto a crosswind to join the pattern at 1400 feet, I fly over the McDonald's and the services.
Full traffic, Golf, Oscar Papa Yankee, Sport Cruiser joining crosswind on runway 02, Rockwell. So we get a look at the windsock. It's a slight tailwind, not much. Ruffle traffic, Golf, Oscar Papa Yankee, Sport Cruiser, left hand downwind, runway 02, Ruffle.
I'm careful to avoid overflying the little village. I don't want to upset anyone on the ground with noise, and anyhow I was asked to keep clear when I was given my briefing by the strip operator. I bring back the speed as I establish on a 1 mile final for runway 02.
Ruffle traffic, Golf, Papa Yankee, Sport Cruiser final, runway 02, Rockwell. Speed back, ground speed's quite fast, so I need to make sure I'm landing pretty slow. A tailwind.
The aircraft is now fully configured for landing, but that slight tailwind will make my touchdown speed a little faster than I would like.
Pretty committed now. Don't want to land on that first bit.
From my visit in the car, I had noticed that the runway was really rough at the very start of the strip.
Bumpy. Ah, there's no wind at all on the ground. Perfect. Let's go get a Mackie D's! Let's get a Mackie D's!
So, all parked up, and now just a short walk to the McDonald's. Down the hill, over the gate, then through the tunnel, out the other side, past the garage, and we're there. I ordered a burger and a shake, and I got table service, and then set up a quick shot for this video's thumbnail. What a fun flight that was, so enjoyable. I departed on runway 20, the opposite way to the direction I landed in, and after finding some cool air above the clouds on the way home, I feel totally satisfied that this was mission accomplished. Thank you so much for joining me. Fly safe and short field out.